Protein is everywhere right now. It is in the fitness content you scroll through every morning. It is on the packaging of foods that never used to mention it. It is in the cottage cheese people are adding to pasta, pancakes, and ice cream. The message has been consistent and relentless for years. Eat more protein. Get enough protein. Prioritize protein. And for the most part, that message is not wrong. Protein is genuinely important. But there is a side of this conversation that almost nobody is talking about. And if you are someone who has taken the high protein advice seriously and really leaned into it, this video is for you. Because registered dietitians say there is a point where eating too much protein stops helping your body and starts creating problems. And the effects are not just minor inconveniences. Some of them go deep, involving your liver, your kidneys, your heart, and the nutritional balance your body depends on for long-term health. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how much protein your body actually needs, what happens when you consistently go beyond that, and the one factor about protein that matters even more than the quantity. Let's start with why protein became such a big deal in the first place. Because the obsession did not come from nowhere. Nearly everything that happens in your body requires protein. That is not an exaggeration. Registered dietitian Maddie Pasquariello, MSRDN, puts it plainly. Protein is involved in regulating organ systems, maintaining immunity and metabolism, and ensuring the function of hormones and neurotransmitters. It is vital for maintaining a healthy body weight and supporting the health of muscles and bones. When you do not get enough of it, real things go wrong. Muscle mass declines, immune function weakens, wound healing slows, and energy regulation becomes harder. So the push to eat more protein came from a legitimate place. The problem is that the conversation jumped from most people do not eat enough protein to more protein is always better, without stopping to examine where the benefits actually plateau and what happens past that point. So where is the line? The official recommended dietary allowance for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. For most sedentary adults, that is the functional minimum, the floor, not the target. If you are active, doing resistance training or working toward a weight loss goal, registered dietitian Christy Maloney, RD, LDN, Seats C, and Pasquariello both agree that your needs go higher, typically somewhere between 1.2 and 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. That range covers the vast majority of active people pursuing muscle gain, fat loss, or athletic performance. Here's where it gets important. Pasquariello is direct on this point. Intakes higher than the 1.2 to 1.8 gram range are not required and not recommended outside of specific clinical situations. There is no performance benefit, no body composition benefit, and no health benefit to consistently eating above your actual needs. And technically speaking, the body will use all the protein you give it, but how it uses the excess is the problem. Let's go through what actually happens when you eat too much protein over time. The first thing many people notice is digestive discomfort. A high protein intake, especially when increased rapidly, can lead to constipation, bloating, and general digestive distress. This is particularly true when large amounts of protein are consumed in a single meal. Pasquariello explains that if you pile excess protein into one sitting, you are likely overeating overall, and your digestive system simply is not equipped to handle it efficiently. The result is discomfort that many people attribute to other causes when the real culprit is the triple scoop of protein powder they added to everything that day. Beyond digestion, chronically high protein consumption can lead to unwanted weight gain. This surprises a lot of people because protein is associated with weight loss and satiety, but the mechanism is straightforward. Maloney explains that when you consume more protein than your body can use for its intended purposes, the liver converts the excess into glucose or fat through a process called de novo lipogenesis. That excess gets stored. Consistently eating above your caloric and protein needs, even from clean sources, will result in fat accumulation over time. Then there is the issue of nutritional displacement, which is one of the less discussed but genuinely significant consequences of a protein-obsessed diet. When too much emphasis is placed on hitting a protein number, other food groups get crowded out. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes all take a back seat. and the specific nutrient that tends to suffer most is fiber. Pasquariello points out that high fiber intake is associated with a lower risk of certain cancers and cardiovascular disease, as well as better gut health. When your diet becomes centered around chicken breast, protein shakes, and eggs at the expense of plants and whole grains, you may be winning on the protein front while losing on something that matters just as much. Now here's where things get more serious. Many of the highest protein foods, particularly animal products like red meat, processed meats, and full-fat dairy, are also high in saturated fat. And over time, a consistently high saturated fat intake is associated with cardiovascular disease, metabolic conditions, and weight gain. This is why Maloney emphasizes that the source of your protein matters enormously, not just the amount. You can technically hit a high protein target every day and simultaneously be increasing your long-term risk of heart disease, depending entirely on where that protein is coming from. The liver is another organ that bears the cost of excessive protein intake. Maloney explains that the liver is responsible for converting protein into either glucose or fat, depending on the body's current needs. When you consistently flood your system with more protein than it needs, you are placing extra strain on the liver to process all of that. Over time, this added burden can result in elevated liver enzymes, which are markers of liver stress. And without attention, this can progress to fatigue and inflammation. Most people eating high-protein diets have no idea this is happening because the early signs are subtle and easy to attribute to other factors. And finally, there is the kidney question. Here, the evidence requires careful nuance. Research has shown that high-protein intake does not cause kidney disease in healthy people. But Maloney is clear that for anyone already living with chronic kidney disease or diabetes, high-protein intake can accelerate the decline of kidney function. The reason is that when your body breaks down protein, it produces urea, a waste product that must be filtered and excreted by the kidneys. For kidneys that are already under stress, that added filtration burden compounds the existing damage over time. So what is the actual takeaway here? Protein is essential. Getting enough of it matters enormously for your health, your body composition, and your long-term function. But the idea that more is always better simply does not hold up to scrutiny. There is a range that serves the vast majority of people well, and consistently eating far above it does not deliver extra benefits. It delivers extra costs. And the most important variable is not the number at all. It is the source. Lean proteins, plant-based proteins, fish and eggs deliver the protein your body needs without the saturated fat burden that comes with fatty meats and processed protein products. Focus there first, hit your actual needs based on your activity level and goals, and stop chasing a higher number for its own sake. If this video helped reframe how you think about protein, share it with someone in your life who is deep in the high-protein grind. And subscribe for more content that gives you the full picture on nutrition, not just the half that fits on a supplement.